Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Happy Country Sunday. Today, na Monday, number 29 day for this month of May 2023. My name na Capo Daniel, una own countryman, Mr. No Koni Lukong. Una welcome once more to our daily podcast, a program where they bring una the truth. It bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we work out for this journey to our freedom, to the independence of Ambazonia. Good people of Ambazonia, as our territory, it observe this Ghost Town Day, a day where we collectively demonstrate our willing for separate and pay the price for separation with La République du Cameroon and assert ourselves for an independent Ambazonia. I bring una revolutionary greetings for this episode with the fall of Pastor Imam, the head for the anti-kidnapping squad. Somebody where he be one of the best soldiers in terms of articulating our history, guiding our soldiers. Indeed, Pastor Imam was a leader in Ambazonia, a very big leader in that sense. There are very few soldiers who have mastered our history, can articulate and provide ideological guidance to soldiers on the ground like Pastor Imam. And since he has fallen, I've decided to declassify part of my inquiry and the investigation I did about the killing of the journalist, our brother, Anye. So I'm going to play an audio recording which was part of that investigation of the report and account given by Pastor Imam. Pastor Imam was the head of the team that went to Don Simon, the area where that incident happened, where the journalist lost his life. And I hope this will bring closure to the family and all of us Ambazonians who have also mourned the death of this our journalist, and also highlight the plight of journalists who comes under threat every single day, mainly from the Cameroon terrorist occupation, but increasingly from our own side in Ambazonia, which is something that violates the core of who we are. All Ambazonian forces, I mean all of them, had made a declaration in the Toronto retreat where we declared that journalists are a protected people that should be protected and given space to do their job without any interference or any intimidation from our side. And we hope every Ambazonia will follow the spirit of the Toronto Declaration. So we will move straight to this declassified conversation between myself and Pastor Imam, who was giving me a debriefing on what happened on in Bamenda, that fateful night where Don Simon was closed, and this journalist who was emanating there like a DJ, and he was killed. And this is the debriefing. This debriefing happened 2 days after the incident, so you can listen to it, and it is accurate, and I think it gives the perfect picture of exactly what happened, other than what has been reported of what happened. So this is the recording. You can listen.
Government want invade that bad them, or if you want corrupt the whole that junction, they want to give them money, they plan me day up. Information leak for me saying that in the past. So some people don't forget they don't already accept. Same who close that junction. You understand?
Yes.
We sit down, we agree. I say as they reach that place, when I need to take my phone, nothing, no money, but everybody for bar, because military the boss for that place, Nana, anytime. When I get 3 minutes highest for move people for other bar and for that junction. You understand?
Yeah.
I accept the fact, say me the beats. That was our agreement. Me the beat people, then I beat them for that place. So that me population know that and say this thing a serious act, and then we will close that junction for some time. We will close the junction and then we go see, we go observe when they want, we will tell them our problem. If they talk, say, okay, if any man fear, and then Saba, we could then open now the place, say, okay, we will open, say, our problem not be money. So it happens so. Because of that, all those things, so me, I will say and say, a lot of casualty and losses be over there for that place for behind you that day, for Chase Street. I don't want me the big person. Now me, I take those speaking and will go reach for Chase Street. And before we come off on top that, my instruction, for no reason, let you big person. Then I be go for Chase Street. That place, that junction, for that from that bar, that Don Simon.
Yeah.
Now road away military the pass now second after 1 second military the pass go up. But now we will need for close Don Simon because of the Brazaris we sell them for my two.
Yeah.
That was my reason to in that bar. Don Simon they sell Brazaris for my two. From there, the way they get Brazaris from when their business for town, they do very well. You understand?
Yeah.
So they take that money, they make us this side, and then the other one where they don't get opportunity for sale Brazaris from Queen, they always did down. So it didn't like with the favor some people because but I said when we reach for that door, me I stand for door. I be put one person will go on, it look for side down from Tariku Market, one person for up, it look for side up for Jamie side.
Yes.
Then now one person for door, the person will be stand for door, it no be hold nothing. I send one person for inside, I send another soldier with him, and for no reason, me gone holla. For no reason, when I give for beat any person, the only people where I permit them for shoot now these people for outside. You where you stand for door, when they come out, tell everybody, hold your phone, take your key for your bike, go. That the information that and the population will testify because all them for that street they know me. I be stand at the see insist on them are picking them. As you the shoot, now for up. This man for up. Make sure say you no beat no man, you no harm no man. When I things then go, but any man will eat there for motor me pack because we know one movement for motor because you don't know whether the one will come for this side, they go for this side, the man should check in military.
Yes.
The only people we permit to remove their this thing where they even a bike people, all people where they used to park bike, we ask them to remove their bike. All that people for that place, and make sure we control that nothing. I don't want to hear that news the next day. Me they talk say phone be lost, my laptop or my money. Now why that I be use that method? When that thing they go before that population, they leave out of that bar. There is a bar opposite also that place. They be the one they run. So one be one where they say pork meat. At the trouble for gather that pork put for inside pork Saksamoto. I tell you say no, we don't come for una. Now only for Don Simon. Maybe we not hear it. We come for close Don Simon until we can see we because that is the message I was passing to people. Until Don Simon can see we before we go up on that place. Then when they be the commode, so motor they after they picking the way they be there for Asawa, they keep them for Asa, they be the shoot, do one they shoot for up, do one they shoot for this side up. So motor first motor will come out now for side for Brazaris Junction. And that motor will come out for Brazaris Junction will be no saying a military motor because shooting with this so road be dry, nobody come that time. That motor they come. If they shoot that motor run down until we shine with that land, there will be no saying a military. Until Hannah say I move them for road because they be one shoot directly for inside that motor. Now that time I discharge saying at them. Unfortunately, that motor for run campus, we run for road, leave the other two people for inside where population is still come out. That motor can run with that speed sweetie pass with this car as soon as on my private car. So if the car with that speed with music, you know the fair way to way it
go on.
It happen. Yes, we come out back for road. I say now me they do quickly. Me they do quickly as they come out, they lock that place. I still there. Nothing never even happen. The man will be the look side from Tariku. I move you for road. As I call you and say, oh, we not come on and me I know Sabi last man. Some two motor that they come. If you ask for inside town, this motor when a K truck. So this small motor they call a K truck. The head lamp and that head lamp for ammo car are the same for shine. So one private car they come for road. That face or another K truck they for front. Then for back na private car. That way that motor they come off on the market the cab. I holla for them say na then that because that motor until you go see me pass before you finish say no be the hell lamp for these people then. That motor and that people get now one hell lamp. That way it come and move all them for me again last man for run side even fear pray God see me and those people no fire me because they will fire they for pick me for that place. One of the picking remain for back. You will remain for back. Now you come out. The alarm boom 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 shoot directly for inside that motor then. So that one know now so I inside here I know see that the people they are telling say me they sleep. All my me they sleep for some bag. Furniture place for bag day. I sleep them now. I take stick now for one man. They call me about one hold am. Now me about one hold that stick now that time. I know say they go drop. I hear papa. They tell me say one man dey for road. As they make a sugar motor they slow. I know say na them. And yet now I can't reach now. Assistant for corner road now. I shot I said that waiting. That people go kill you. He run go. That motor they one pass. Sir. Now that K truck with private car. Adam is be very annoyed and then that time the time where that bullet take that boy. The bullet not take that boy around that environment, around that Don Simon he placed. Now me one I come up for the place where they sell pork meat, where they picking the inside this side, some side where they sell petrol for opposite for this side for Don Simon. Me they sell pork meat opposite Don Simon I come out there. Now me at the shot they say you stand so the shooting people. If it be been a ammo car, you for survive. Your bullet no fit penetrate the people. You see the people, the only thing for you now to run back. How you do stand directly face to face with the people? As I dey holler you that time, if you shoot directly, that means say I don't even know how the person will be there for front the first motor will be there for front that K-truck. How bullet no manage take that motor or touch even the driver. Because if you shoot and directly for down. And if you ask everybody, when we leave that place and move here, that two motor run past at the holler, then I tell you say, that driver pass. Even the other one for ground, no bullet, so that will hear news tomorrow. But the bullet, the way you don't shoot them for that, I told the question. When I ever tell you, I want to deal with you for something because a person when you hear the fear ever off. If I tell you, say stop, no matter what they come for your phone, boy, stop them. All the things the way you don't make us so you stand, so thank God say no be the people they don't kill you. And thank God say you don't kill that driver for inside. But all the bullet way you don't shoot them for that way people they run so tomorrow so you go hear you say stray bullet don't surely take some man or you wound some man. Now the thing that when I leave that place immediately, I go send them. So my friend tell me say, now me I used to talk. He tell me say if you worry for Chesto. Then me and because now one person with me I ever discuss with you. I just tell you say no, now me I will go there. Those people no come. All that thing what they do with the block now that people for move population for that place, lock that place. It's a wonderful. Then he tell me say where he decline at the boy where they don't shoot them. I say which boy? I say no, they never shoot no person where they deny because I was there. They locked the place on my front. As I did deny, they show me for picture. This very picking where they show me for picture. Now person when me I hear the talk. Now people where I no fit dey for street, I more ask na them whether how environment dey before I figure hiding for backside. I believe say last 2 Sunday before that person that picking one died that day way that bullet take so. He gave me 2,000 francs. When I be reached I call her as he say I face francs. He tell me say oh me I they ever talk the clown because they ever worry say me give me woman. But when go call me woman I don't take my buy I don't go. Then they worry me and they say oh woman we they ever problem me for years there you know even one year. They say where I don't come late. Then so one day we go and give me my feel who I say I don't forget money for start making for my man. Don't live so. He removed 2,000 francs from his pockets. He moved 2,000, he dashed me. I take that 2,000, I put them. Then I told him, say, oh boy, don't live on today, don't do the one now, so my skin is all hot. I will go buy some fish for you. I get to the I tell you, say, no, me go back a day. Immediately we leave to go. I did not even that day, I did not stay me. I not stay me for street. Now my last conversation, that me and the boy never had any issue with anybody concern us or even, not even me said. If it's a man no fit fool me for but me that good take some man in life. They know me for that one. If to issue for corrupt, If anybody tell you for Bamina say he's angry with me because on thing the day one bribe me, I refused and I take my own way. That is only be the thing. No, he say sometimes we want to the boy be even there for that boy before God and man, he no be there for inside John Simon. I know the time where that bullet taking the time when that two motor they come. And when they picking them can't talk say they picking them. That will come. And they talk with them and say tomorrow how will people be the so you know hear the man with the craze when they see Amoka one come. When I want to start for stop him. Well, you know say a bullet no fit ever penetrate boy. Man who come here tomorrow say some man don't get injury for food. We did shoot you, we don't shoot for down. So leg I could flog you fine. That's why I just taking that evening will come and go. There was nothing around that place. Bullet take it between apostolic that building for that building where the apostolic building there around that place. After that apostolic building, there's a story building where that story building there's now for place where that's a radio station there where they call you where he talk news for this
the pigeon guy.
That journalist. Yeah, that pigeon guy. That story building where they talk take news for this, where they talk news for that story building. Now from that story building, go down around me John Junction. Now between that place, because the boy be standing for all, he shoot for down day. As if he shoot that shooting for down day, bullet take that boy now around day. Not be even around day. And I was not even aware. Like me, get that night, now me, if something be there, now me, I for send that people for hospital. Because all that I say this so nobody, no man no deal with the kind of thing around that place where no pass on me. I don't feel ever see that kind of situation I live for down. I they call one or two person when I take this person go, they inform me. Not be even person when me and they talk they laugh. Where they chop from the pocket. An incident now where it happened.
So fellow Ambazonians, that is exactly what happened. There are two possibilities, and I will play some other audios. There are other reports that I have from other people, but those things I can't release them in public. There were also some shooting that was done by the gendarmes around that area, not far from there. There was also shooting that came from the Cameroon military shortly after our forces had that encounter and they left that scene. There was also a shooting that came from the occupation forces. Now, these are the facts. When you investigate to conclude, you usually follow the physical evidence. The physical evidence will lead you to assess the testimony of witnesses, video camera footages and everything. The video footage, camera footages are there. There are a lot of evidence. Needless to put them, to state those things. The reason I state this so that our people should understand that we do our job, we take our job very seriously. There was Cameroon military that also had gunshot around that area. There was a report, an observation, an initial observation of the corpse by a security specialist who observed that corpse, and his observation initially, without any forensic checks, was that that gun that killed the journalist Anye was likely a close range. I'm not quite sure because it was an observation from a specialist. It wasn't a scientific observation from a specialist, because a specialist can just give you his observation by observing things, and you can never be sure because his eyes also can deceive him. He needs to have a scientific checks before his observation or conclusion can be seen as that from a specialist. So it's not a specialized report. Based on that report, there are other possibilities that Anye might have been not killed by weapons or bullet that came from our soldiers, but from somebody that we are not aware of, or the Cameroon military. So those are still possibilities. But in my own conclusion, having examined all the evidence that are available, the witness statements, our soldier statements, statements from friends of Anye, statements from people who were in the bar, statements of people who are around, statements from my investigator who went on the scene and talked to people also, and all those things put together, I think that Anye was killed as a result of a stray bullet, just as our commander have explained. It could still be possible that he was killed by the Cameroon military and in a close range situation, because he was very close to our soldiers and all those type of things. They have been accusing people like him as being Amber journalists. There is those possibilities. But my conclusion is that he was killed by a stray bullet from our forces. He was not targeted. We have ruled out the idea that he was targeted because he was a journalist, because of anything. He was never a target or a subject of any investigation or suspicion from our soldiers. As a matter of fact, he was a very friendly person to them. So our journalist and our brother Anye was not killed deliberately by our soldiers. He wasn't targeted. He was likely, because you can't conclude without any scientific, we have limitation in what we can do in terms of investigation. And I hope this will give closure to our country, our people at home and abroad, and in particularly to our journalist friends and our pigeon reporters in particular. They are people in my heart and the heart of our population. We rely on them for fairness. We rely on them for professionalism, the backbone of our culture. And I hope this also helps the family of Anye and also the memory of Pastor Imam. He has been a faithful soldier, somebody who loves his people, who pick up weapons. I've never had any error from Pastor Imam. There might be controversy, might be mistake, but to be honest, he has always been very honest, very loyal, very patriotic, and a good and exemplary leader. He knows our history. He can articulate our history. He knows why he is fighting. He can articulate them. He has been articulating them. He has built a wonderful, formidable force and be a very supportive person to everything we do. God bless you all. Capo Daniel, looking out for you, signing off.